So I'm going to start with just putting my reference image on the side. I'm going to probably I'll be using it, so I'm not using precision here. I'm just kind of eyeballing this whole process, just a rough estimate. We're just gonna get something to look roughly like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start off with the cube. So if I just click on this once, you'll see there's a box just in the middle of the grid there. So if I go navigate over to this channel box here, you'll see that if I double click on it, that gives me some of these options there. Gives me scale, and it's set to 111. So the units it's using currently are just default Maya units. It's not using millimeters or centimeters, and you can change that inside the preferences if you would like to, use real world units. And especially if you're working on architecture visualization concept that you're gonna have, you need to have it at a certain scale. So what we're going to do is, I know roughly the dimensions that I wanted because I've built it before. So what I'm going to do, the X is I'm going to scale that at 13. So I want it to be 13 long in terms of its width, want it to be 12 high, and the depth of it I want it to be 18. So that will be the front of it on this side. So what I can do is now I'm going to create like use a connect tool. So if I go into this option here in the modeling toolkit, this is much more closer to what 3D Studio Max modeling kit is like, so you can see the similar vertices, edges and faces, so I can use that. And the tool that we're going to be using just now is this tool here. It's called Connect, but I want to use it in edge mode. So one way to go into edge mode is to select edge here, or you can just right click and click edge here. So I'm used to using the right click option, but if you want to use that one, you can. So there's multiple ways of getting there, and I'm just gonna click connect once. That give me what I want. But I want there to be one on each side. So I want one on the right side here, so a ring going all the way around, and also want one on this side. So what I'll do is I'll press G on that one and then double click off and then click it again, and that'll give me one on this side. So here I have created a box shape, and what I want to do is now create the roof part of that. One of the things that you probably noticed is that the box right now is sitting in the center of it's kind of sitting with the grid in the middle. We want to be able to move this so it goes up and is sitting on the actual grid. So we know the length of it was 12, so half of that should move it upwards. So there we go. So that's sitting exactly where I want it to be. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the edge, this one, by right clicking and selecting edge. If I hold down shift, I can select multiple edges, so I'm going to select these two and I'm going to move them up. So you can see from down you'll see some numbers changing here. So this I'm not doing this with precision, you can just do it roughly. You can see that I moved it up by 17, so you can do the same for that one. Next I'm going to use the connect tool. So I've already got the multi-cut tool, sorry, not connect tool, the multi-cut tool. So if I select on that, I can now select this point and select this point. That will give me edge around where I want it to be. I can do the same on this side, but we're not going to be we're only going to be concentrating on one of these corners. So I'm going to use one of these to kind of build the rest of it, because it's going to be similar all the way around. So after this, I'm going to extrude this face here, what you're seeing here. Before I actually break this down, I'm going to extrude this, and if I hit this option here, your extrude button's there. Again, you can get all your editing tools are right here. Edit mesh, you can see you'll find extrude here on all the different components. All these tools do various different things and you can use them, but when you're working on this kind of workflow, you have your main tools that you're using, and most of the ones that you use are already in this kind of toolkit here and this one. And if you're using one that I use quite a lot is the edge ring tool, and I'll talk about that in a second, and I'll add it here in the menu and I'll show you how to do that. So for now I'm just going to hit extrude. So if I hit extrude, I want the thickness to be 0.8. let's go with that for now. So that's about right, and I want to also extrude from this side. I will do it from that side as well. Want it to extrude forward, maybe go for extrude again. Is it? And I want the thickness to be, let's go for 0.5, so it just slightly comes over. Actually we'll make that a bit more. So one way is to type it in there, the other way is just to kind of go onto the actual the writing here where it says thickness, and you'll see your arrow changing to this. That means that you can just move it forward. So I'll do that as 0.8 again, so it kind of is quite consistent with what we started off with. So I'll stop this video here, and in the next video I'll show you how to work with symmetry, and we'll progress further with that.